Okay, welcome to the Wise Guys. I am Jupiter, and today I am here with my friend Pinball Ninja.
What's up?
What's up, man? We're checking out the new build, this new side of Calido Valley, and Ninja, check it out. We're just in time for sunrise, I think. Wow.
Well, that's cool because it's dangerous at night, you know?
It is. Let's go up to the top of the Neo Tokyo building and see if we can catch the sunrise. So we're checking out the new build, and we're also going to learn about the Mafia Guild, Corn Mafia Guild, and also especially the Mafia Dao. Really interesting topic in my opinion. And we've got the expert, we've got the founder of the Corn Mafia Guild, the legendary, step right up, Pinball Ninja. He's having some trouble.
Thanks for having me. I would probably argue that I'm more infamous than famous. So
I dig it. So, man, you are the founding father of the Corn Mafia Guild.
Yeah. Going all the way back to early days of Corn and Discord in 21. Yeah.
So how did you find Cornucopias?
Back last cycle, I was kind of like doing all these different kind of things to try to figure out what I wanted to do in crypto, and got to a point where it was like, I got my hands in, I'm too distracted. I need to be more focused. So I settled on Cardano because of what they're doing in real world applications and what their kind of like the roadmap is, and I like that. And then I decided, okay, well, I need to further focus down. So I feel like gaming is the future. So that led me to Cornucopias in an early video on Crypto Rain with Rob and Josh. Well before current advancements in the game and the graphics engine. So
right, because it was a totally a very different looking game back when I discovered it.
Well, I think when they were first kind of starting out, when they were putting their team together, it was basically like some assets from like Blender and stuff, just to kind of do a proof of concept. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is my first time seeing the sunrise in the new build. This is really beautiful.
Absolutely is. That building over there you see with the little metal waterfalls coming off of it.
Yeah.
Get to the top of that, but you got to be in one of the adjacent buildings to do it.
Oh, you've done it?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you a lifelong gamer, or are you just into crypto gaming and investing?
No, man. As my name implies, Pinball Ninja. I'm into all things amusement related, arcade. I started with Atari when I was a kid.
Whoa! I just found a shortcut to get two of these.
Sir.
I lost you.
Yeah.
Inadvertently, I started doing this jetpack game. So how did the Mafia Guild, how did that come about?
Back during COVID, I was I led an alliance in a mobile game called West, and that's basically like a guild.
Okay.
And so when I came across Cornucopias, and I was one of the early ones in there. When we did the first AMA, found out that the guilds were going to be a big part of the actual community, and the idea was struck, and the next day the Corn Mafia Guild was a thing.
As far as your previous experience with the Alliance, how does that look in a game as a guild working together?
There were limitations on it. Like each kind of like world, so to speak. It had anywhere from 3 to 6 alliances in practicality. Of course, there were always little ones, but generally speaking, you had between 3 and 6 full size, and you compete for resources and battling each other and, you know, guild on guild type of games. You know, from a guild kind of like how it's built kind of thing, it was, you know, you had your hardcore pay to win guys, your handful or so of those, and then you had, you know, a big chunk of you know, the player slash spender, and then you had your free to play players. That kind of, you know, gave me an understanding of how the economy of it works. You need all three levels to be completely successful.
Okay, so you're bringing that guild experience into Web3.
Correct.
I dig it. So, besides gaming together, one really interesting thing to me about the Mafia Guild is the Dao. And I understand that there are 5 Dao tokens currently, and there's one currently being minted. Is that correct?
That is. We've got 2 Land Daos, a Vehicle Dao, Commercial Dome Dao, a Node Dao, and a 3rd Land Dao that is ending on the 31st.
Okay. So when I first got into crypto, I had to wrap my mind around crypto, blockchain, NFTs. I didn't understand what any of that meant. And eventually, when I discovered you guys, I had to wrap my mind around what is a DAO. I had never heard of a DAO before. How would you describe a DAO to a complete newcomer? And what is a DAO? What does the AO stand for?
A DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. And within you know, crypto, not all DAOs are the same. In our case, you know, we've got our supply, or whichever the DAO asset is going to be, whether it's land or vehicle or whatever. And you know, people mint those, and depending on how many of those, they have a fractionalized ownership of, you know, what's there, what's used to you know, further the game along, or you know, accrue resources or assets. The beautiful thing about it is it's teamwork, number one. You know, you pull together, you're able to do more, and it gives everybody something. If you're a free-to-play player, having access to a large amount of different types of land assets, for instance, allows you to kind of accrue different types of resources that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. For the player slash investor, you might have some assets, right? But if you had a handful of, say, land plots, you're going to be limited based on your choices in how you set that land up. And to continue to grow or build up your land or your assets, you may need resources that you don't have, and so either you'll have to trade for them or buy them. But if you're in the mafia, you can go work DAO lands, because those DAO lands are going to represent a far bigger variance into what the resources that are coming back are. So if you need a particular resource for your stuff, but you don't have the ability to produce it, well, you can go work DAO land and get it. Similarly, if you're a holder, the same applies.
So when it comes to the DAOs, when you buy a DAO token, you're gaining access to whatever rewards are produced by that DAO. And for 4 of the DAOs, there is a supply of 400 NFTs, and for one of them, there is 600, right?
Correct. Land Dao 2 is the only one that does not have 400.
Okay, Land Dao 2 has 600. So I know in the Mafia, there is the 1% club. So if you own 4 of any of those collections or 6 of the Land Dao 2, you are gaining access to 1% of the earnings from that DAO.
Yes.
Indefinitely. Forever.
Yep. Forever. As long as you hold the token.
Yeah, I just love that idea. And I don't know, is that something that is done a lot in crypto? Because my introduction to it was the Mafia.
It's interesting you should ask, because when we did our first DAOs, there was no multi-sig on Cardano at all.
Right.
We were the ones who kind of tested the very first iteration of it when a DAO was finalizing. In fact, we were like, hey, we need a multi-sig, and they were like, well, you're in luck. We just finished it. Do you want to test it? I mean, we've always tried to stay ahead and build and pioneer where we could. Yeah,
I think it's such a good idea, and it really, DAOs and guilds just seem to mesh really well with gaming. Like they're made for each other.
Yes, and a lot of projects call themselves DAOs, but in order to be a true DAO, you have to have a voting mechanism. The holders have to be able to have their say, and make those choices. And so, the day-to-day management stuff is one thing, but like if you're going to take a new direction, or you're going to open a new DAO, or reallocate resources or any of that, your community has to have a voice in that, and they have to have a vote in that. That is a requirement. So like, again, a DAO can be, different to different people, but that is one thing it has to have in order to be considered an actual DAO.
What would be some other key features? Or is that the most important one?
Well, I would say that would probably be the most important one, because your holders are the lifeblood. Without them, a DAO doesn't work. That's a great benefit of a DAO as well. You've got a community of very vested people that care.
Absolutely. So if somebody wanted to become a part of the Mafia Guild, how do they go about doing that?
Just join our Discord, and do the verification process, and introduce yourself in the general chat. You can then find the mint for Land Dao 3, which is going on till the end of December. That one is being done on our Discord through FarmBot. Very, very smooth, very easy to do. Or if they're interested in some of the previous DAOs, they can find them on JPEG.
So the DAO tokens, they give you access to multiple NFTs, but just so people understand, for example, when you talk about the Land DAOs, how many land NFTs are you talking about?
Well, for Alpha, or aka LD1, there's 198 plots. For Land Dao 2, there's 238, including a copious legendary and an epic mythic, and I think in total between those two, we have 15 mythics.
Wow.
So yeah, there's power in numbers, folks.
And Land Dao 3 is what, about 90 so far?
Yeah. So there's roughly around 90 plots in Land Dao 3 currently.
That altogether is over 500 plots.
When you add in the guild wallet, it is. I think there's around 40 land plots in the guild wallet. Yeah.
And also, I want people to also understand, because it may not have been highly publicized, but these DAO tokens have already earned rewards or are earning rewards. For example, the Land Dao tokens paid out rewards from the Cornucopias land staking or NFT staking program. And that was back in, when was that when that paid out?
The land and dome staking rewards were paid out in, I want to say October, because that program ended in September. And then we also paid out the first group of the Node Daos rewards. And there's actually a few people that haven't claimed that yet. So if you're in the Mafia and you hold Node Dao tokens, you might want to go to Drip Drops.
Yeah, listen, the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because you let me know this morning. I didn't even know I had Kopi sitting on Drip Drops from holding these foul Node Dao tokens that are already paying out. And so the plan is for those to pay out quarterly, you said, starting from January?
Yes, because that is you're trying to minimize waste, fees and all of that stuff. And you want it to build up to where when somebody gets it, they're like really happy about it, right?
Yeah, so you don't want to be doing it every day.
No.
So when it comes to the file node DAO tokens, how many file nodes does the Mafia have in that DAO?
In that DAO, there's 166 file nodes. In total, the DAOs hold 180. Some of the other DAOs do hold a few nodes, but in total 166 in the file node specifically.
So if someone buys a file node DAO token, they are immediately gaining access to 0.25% of the rewards from 166 file nodes.
Correct.
I just really love that idea. I think it's great. And
it adds up. It does add up, folks.
and it's not just an idea. You guys put it together and it's functional.
When KB, our project manager, did the claim, I don't remember exactly what day in November, but it was fairly early in November. When he did that claim, it was like 227,000 Kopi from July 1st to whatever day in November that was. 227,000 Kopi.
And so when you consider the Land Dao tokens, they had the NFT staking program for land and domes. You guys collected all that Kopi throughout that program and then distributed it to the holders. And when the first season in the game goes live and the land rewards start, then those Land Dao tokens are going to be earning every season. And that first season, from what I understand, we're going to get 100% of rewards regardless of what we do in game. So,
correct. That's going to be on all placed land. Yeah.
To me, my logic, now is really the best time to get those Land Dao tokens.
It is a great time. Some people might say, well, yeah, but ADA price is up. And well, yes, ADA price is up, but land prices are a third in a lot of cases of what they were. So it balances back out.
I think I found a hidden trove of security bots.
I'm on top of a building and I'm overlooking, I think, the medical center. I don't know. I have my glasses on, so I can't see it.
Let me see if I can find the medical center. This build it's a huge update. I watched the cafe today and they were saying how next year there might not be as many. There were 8 builds this year. They said there might not be as many, but they're going to be big ones.
Yeah,
okay, so this is like the Calido security headquarters that I found here.
Are the bots like red?
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like chained together on the ground in like a little area?
Yep.
Yeah, I've been there. I was trying to activate them.
the current token that's being minted, the Land Dao 3, that you have to join the Discord and you mint that in the Discord through the farm bot, which that's very interesting. Sounds like a cool idea. I don't think I've ever minted an NFT through Discord. I minted an NFT through Telegram though.
Yeah, one of the reasons why we did that is because it saved us, if I remember correctly, it saved us around 4,500 ADA to do it that way versus InMaker. And, you know, we're all about using the allocated funds from these DAOs when they're minted. We want 100% used on the assets themselves. And so, you know, when you're paying fees to, you know, whatever platform it is, that's coming out, right? That's less you have to utilize. So doing it through FarmBot allowed us to have more bang for the buck. And
Absolutely.
it was a pretty easy process. So the only downside is, you know, it is only in our Discord. So you know, unlike previous events where it was on our website and anybody who went to our website could do it, you have to kind of be in our Discord to do it. We're not going to do another DAO for quite a long time. I think the next DAO will probably be when Zone 456, when we have a sale for that, which is probably not going to be anytime soon. So
that'll be big, and that will definitely necessitate another DAO. Well, I think that we covered everything. This is so crazy because this is just such a different look in this city than anything I ever saw in this game before. It's almost like a whole new game inside the game that I'm used to playing.
Right. It's kind of got like a noir kind of feeling to it.
Yeah, it's got kind of like a dark, kind of grungy. Yeah. Everything we've seen, like Calido Valley, is so pristine. So when you see this, it's kind of like more of a dirty city feel in some parts of it. I dig it.
I never did catch up to you, so.
Nope. It's very big, and I lost you very, very early, and I never looked back.
I'm just kind of like on tops of buildings looking around at the moment. There's so many buildings. In fact, last night when I was in here, I glitched into a building, and then I glitched into, somehow I glitched out of here and into landing pad 2. And then I decided to have a little mischievousness to me, and I ended up inside the Calido Raceway, but on the bottom, like looking up at, you know,
yep,
all the stuff, and running for 40 minutes before I was like, okay, I'm stuck, I can't get out of here. But it was fun.
I've been there. The underworld. Not many have seen it.
Well, I hope they have time.
They're gonna have to have time to hit restart because they're never getting out.
No, I went from one end to the other, and I was like, all right, I'll just fly up the wall. Yeah, no, you run out of fuel before you get to the top. Oh, I'm at the security spot where you were.
Oh.
So no, you know, with the holidays here, obviously, you know, everything's kind of shut down for the holidays, but it's going to be exciting, you know, when we start back up in January, and we have our strategy call, and you know, we're now looking at the new map that just came out that allows us to have favorites, and it you know, it will let you filter land size, it'll let you filter you know, by city and district and all of that. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be able to kind of strategize, you know, where we want to be, and you know, set those favorites up for when land grab does come, and I think it's coming fairly soon. So
right, and that's a big deal for a guild, because
for sure
we're talking about placing around 500 spots. Good grief.
Well,
no, you're not gonna plot them all, because there's still Fortune and Esperanza.
Correct.
But even if you did a third of that,
well, it's going to be done by rarity. So I mean, and I think we did talk about this earlier today, that a lot of rarity will be spent in Solace. You know, people that are able to hold back some rarity for the later two are going to be happy they did. But a lot of rarity will go into Solace. So,
for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure.
So the Mafia is going to have to get together as a guild. We're going to have to figure this out together because it's going to take many hands.
Many hands make light work.
Yes, sir. It's going to be fun. I can't wait for that, man. I think that'll be, I don't know. That'll be the first major group task for the guild. Maybe not.
Yeah, you know, getting everybody to
Found you, brother.
You know, did you? Where you at?
You're up here walking on the gutters.
I'm walking on some string lights.
I'm right behind you.
I'm really not sure how that's possible, but okay. Oh, there you are.
Yep. I found you, man, in the midst of the darkest alleys. Oh, man, I appreciate you exploring Calido Valley with me and coming on the show. Flex Forum. You've come so far in your corn gaming skills. Maybe we should end it on a high note. See how high
Absolutely.
How high can we get?
Let's see here.
Here we go. This'll do. Whoa, come on, baby. Oh my God. Get up there. Oh.
I fell inside a building.
Oh.
Dude, I glitched into a building.
Oh, I'm coming. Hello.
Yeah. We glitched into the building.
I guess we'll have to end it there.
All right. Well, hey, we found a little secret.
We did.
That's how I know.
I got an apartment. All right, man.
Come find us, bro.
So, guys, if you want to check us out on X, Discord. I'll have all the links underneath the video there, as usual. Thank you, Ninja. I appreciate your time today and your patience, because you know this is take 200, but they'll never know.
Right. Finished product. All right.
That's right. All right, man. Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to all you guys.
Christmas to everyone.
Peace.
Happy New Year.